up, guys? Your boy X here, and today we're back with some Road to One Piece chapters 114 to 154. Yes, I'm trying to remember if I'm right. Yes, which is basically from the start of Little Garden all the way to when Chopper joins the group. Yes, I know it's been I want to say a year, if I remember. Yeah, it's been a year since that last video I made where I started One Piece. Not saying I didn't like what I was watching, because I was watching the anime. It just, like, the toll felt like it was gonna take so long. I'm like, oh my god. Like, why? So I got motivated yesterday, thanks to Jay. Shout out to you. You already know who you are. And instead of watching the anime, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and just read the manga, because I feel like that's gonna be quicker than me watching the anime, right? But I think I'm just gonna read the manga all the way up to wherever, like, the current anime is gonna be. Then I'll, like, pick up with the anime and start, you know, the reactions and stuff. But we'll see. But yeah, so what did I think of these chapters? Well, let's start with Little Garden, since that's, you know, the beginning part. So for the most part, I mean, Little Garden was cool, right? I liked the whole, what was their name? Drogi? What the hell? The Dorian Brogy. Dorian Brogy. I like their whole, I guess you would say rivalry, friendship type of thing they had going on there. I don't remember what I said in my, I should have went back and watched that video, but I stay with it. That number, wasn't it, Mr. 5? I really like Mr. 5. I don't know what, I don't know if it's his powers or whatnot, but he's just like a cool dude. I don't know, you know, stuff like that. And Mr. 3, he looks stupid, but I do like his power. What do you have? The wax fruit. So at first I was like, wax. I was like, he's fighting with wax. Like, at first I was like, that's kind of stupid. But then, like, as he was fighting, I was like, okay, well, this is kind of creative how they're using his power or whatnot. Like how he had all of them, like, trapped in wax, and then he had, like, the wax falling on top of them so they could have, like, a slow and painful death. I was like, oh man, okay, damn. And he was, like, creating stuff with the wax. He made, like, a little mech suit, and then, like, later toward the end, he over here made, like, it was a wax museum. Like, I don't know if that was a shout out to, like, the movie or whatever, but yeah, he, like, made clones of himself, and then they're like, which one is which? So I mean, that was cool. And the one thing I do hate about, and it carries over from Little Garden to, like, the whole Chopper arc, I hate the fact that, and I know maybe later on it's gonna change, obviously, but, like, right now, I hate the fact that, like, some of these characters seem to be getting, like, mortally wounded, and somehow they survive. Like, you're like, what the hell? Like, the giant, he had drunk the alcohol and it had explosions in it, right? So messed up all his insides. He's over here coughing up. No, I will still fight him. Like, he's over here coughing up blood. Goes to fight him, and then he loses, and then the guy, which I understood the weapon part of it, like the whole, you know, they've been fighting for 100 years, so their weapons are, like, rusty and stuff, so they're not really sharp. So they're more like he got hit, like, with a blunt edge, I guess you would say. But I mean, still, like, if your insides are, like, blew up, like, I mean, I'm thinking this man is dead. He come back to I'm alive, like, at the end, I'm like, oh my god. So that, and don't worry, we're gonna, it's one more I have, but that's later when I talk about Chopper's part. But yeah, so that whole, and then the whole fight was cool. Like, what was I about to say? The girl, I forgot what her name is. Golden Wing. I liked her ability with using paint. Kind of reminded me of Real from Black Clover, obviously. But you know, this came first because I don't even know what year this was, but this is way back One Piece. This is the beginning One Piece. So yeah, I like her. She, like, and I forgot her little rhyme scheme she had, but, like, for example, with the black paint, like, she had it on the ground, trapped Luffy, so he didn't want to do whatever they told him to do when he was standing on it. And then, you know, she put like the red paint on his back, so then he was like I guess like punching whatever he saw that was red or something along those lines. And what was the other one? Was it blue where he was like, or was it yellow? I think it was yellow where he was like laughing a lot, and then like she put green on his back, caused him to drink some tea. I'm like, what the hell? But I like that. That was a cool ability. And it's so funny, cause shout out to Usopp, man. Like, I swear, Usopp is like one of them characters you think is gonna be like, comedy relief, like that's it, but he shines. He does shine sometimes. Like here, this man wasn't giving up. Like he was fighting. He was fighting, man. You know, he was over here doing this thing. Can't be mad at Usopp. Even like we'll get to it when we get the Java's part again. But yeah, like Usopp, man, he's a guy. Another thing I do dislike, kind of so far at least, is they'll be in these certain. And I know some anime do this, but they be in these little like crazy situations, right? Like serious situations. Like for example here, you know, waxed up, you know, his friends are dying, right? They're turning into wax, and still somehow they throw in some comedy here, which be funny sometimes, but like if it was like a serious situation like that, and it's like non-stop comedy, it's not like just like a one joke, and then it's like just serious after that. It's like joke, serious, joke, serious, joke, serious. And I mean, maybe that's the thing with One Piece. I might get used to it as I'm continuing to read, you know. It do be funny, I ain't gonna lie some of the times, but like, I guess I'm just so used to like, you know, a serious moment staying serious, right? So I don't know, maybe that's just probably me, I don't know. But and then I mean that was pretty much like toward that beginning part. I like the whole Usopp, you know, they're warriors, I want to go to the giant island one day. So maybe that's foreshadowing, I don't know, you know. I know a little bit of what's to come, but you know, just a little, not a lot. So maybe that's foreshadowing, I don't know. But I like the fact too that I can't remember this fool's name. Sanji, this fool was like gone the entirety of Little Guard. Like he just dipped. Like I was like, where the hell is Sanji during all this? And then they finally show him, and he's just like, man, they haven't came back to the ship yet. I wonder if they're okay. I'm like, what? Like how long has he been on this damn ship? But yeah, so this man, he finally goes to check on him, and he ends up talking to Mr. Zero on the phone, which is Crocodile. I do know a little bit about Crocodile from, you know, here and there. So I am very eager to see him. But yeah, so that happened, and then, you know, after they beat Mr. 3 and all them people, you know, they like, you know, the guy comes back to life. Like, I mean, I'm like, what the hell? He got his stomach blown in and cut. Like, anyways, so, you know, and I do like the fact that after he had like fake killed him, you know, he was like crying with the giant. He started crying, and I was like, oh man, okay, so that was cool, I guess. But yeah, anyway, toward the end, they were like, oh, they're not gonna make it off this island, you know, that giant monster is in the water. So then they're like, all right, well, we just have to sacrifice our weapons. So then they start going, it's like a giant goldfish in the water, and they end up like doing some kind of combination attack, which I guess kills the fish, because they did say it blew a hole in the fish, but I didn't see a hole unless I wasn't really looking. But yeah, I guess killed the fish, but by doing so they ended up destroying their weapons. So now I'm guessing they can no longer fight unless they're gonna fist fight from now on, but it doesn't seem like, because I think toward the end, like the volcano had erupted again, which means it was time for them to fight. But they were like, you know what, let's just like wait a little bit or something. It was something like that they said, so I like that. Like they're probably just gonna, I guess, live on that island in peace now. And it was funny because like I think Luffy had asked them earlier, like, what are y'all even fighting for? And they was like, it's been 100 years, we forgot. But then, like, you know, toward the end we find out what it was, and it was like something that Zoro and Sanji had would talk, like bickering about, like the whole fact that like, oh, my dinosaur is bigger than yours. Like, 'cause at the beginning they were like, let's see who can kill the biggest creature and bring it back. So, you know, that's what they were bickering about the whole time. And I couldn't tell either, because I was sitting there like, huh, well, his dude look a little longer, but his is a little bit like, so I couldn't, but that was pretty much Little Guard. I know I skipped over some stuff, but that was like my take on it. I did enjoy it for what it was. I want to ask a question though, because I noticed, and even at the beginning in the anime, they call Zoro Zolo, and I don't know why that is, because like now, if I'm like looking up Zoro, whatever, his name is Zoro, so I don't know if like his name changes later down the road or something like that. If it's a spoiler, you don't have to tell me, but I am curious like why his name is Zolo right now. Yeah, his name is Zolo right now, but then it's Zoro later on. But yeah, y'all don't have to tell me if it's a spoiler. I was just curious. I was like, Zolo? I thought it was Zoro. Like when I came back to it, I was like, what? But yeah, so anyways, going to Chomper's arc. Off the rip, I gotta say, I definitely enjoyed Chomper's backstory. His backstory was definitely pretty. Yeah, I definitely say it was pretty sad in my opinion. It's one, and I won't say it's like I won't say it's like new. Like I'm pretty sure it's like a common backstory. Well, not common, but a couple anime probably have done it where you have somebody who has no friends, who's a loner, who ends up gaining a friend, but then that person dies, so they're back alone. Like that. Like Chomper's backstory was sad, and oh man, like that one part where because I know I'm skipping over a whole bunch, but yeah, the doctor, I forgot what his name was. Oh my god. But Chopper, the guy, the doctor, he was like, and I like his backstory too, like the fact that like, he was the one in the story that he was talking about with Chopper with the whole like, he got an illness, that's an uncurable illness, and he ended up looking at some cherry blossoms which caused him to get better, but he's still dying from the illness. It's just, I guess you could say that kind of like I don't want to say a placebo effect, but like, I don't know, I guess it took his mind off of the illness, which maybe like healed his body a little bit, but not enough. But man, that one part where Chopper went to go get that mushroom for him, and he ate the mushroom knowing it was poison. Boy, that shit, I was like, wow, like, I ain't gonna lie, that hit. I was like, okay, y'all got me one. Y'all got one on me. But that was sad, man, because Chopper didn't mean to kill. Well, he didn't kill him, but like technically he was gonna die thanks to Chopper, but he didn't mean to. But yeah, that hit right there. But anywho, so this is where we meet King. What was his name? I got it right here. Dalton. I had to write a little notes. Dalton. So I mean, no, I said King Dalton. King Wapple. I'm over tripping. Wapple. I didn't like this fool at all, really. His fruit, which was what the munch fruit, it was alright. It kind of actually reminded me of, why can't I remember his name? Old boy from My Hero Academia. And yes, I know this came first before My Hero Academia. I was just saying. I can't remember his name. The one that can eat like different foods and then he can use them. Like that's kind of how that was. But King Wapple, I hated this man. But yeah, so he was, I guess you could say he was like a tyrant king or whatever. And I love the fact he had like 12 doctors like that. What was that one scene where I think Luffy like bust him up and then the 12 doctors just come in and they just save his life, I guess. But that was funny. But they get to this island, which, they don't like pirates, but they allow them because Nami, she got sick. We don't know why yet until the very, well, not the end, but like, midway through, so they go to find the doctor, which they do, which I forgot what her name is, the witch doctor. They said she's a witch, but yeah. But she was like, and I like her character. Her character's funny, but yeah, she got bit by some insect on Little Garden. That's because she was like, oh, that insect hasn't been here for 100 years. Thank God I had that antidote. It was surprising, right? But she was cool. Dalton, I really liked Dalton's character. I like the fact that, he was a part of King Wapple's group, but then he saw like the damage coming, like going into the country, like the fact that they're taking the doctors away from these people. Like Dalton was like always, I guess, like a good person, but like he, was working with King Wapple because he's the king, right? But he was like questioning like the choices he made. But then when the guy doctor, the Chopper's friend, when he had came, and it was messed up how he died, because he came because he was like, oh, you know, I thought the doctor was in danger, but they're not, thank God. And then he just like blows himself up, and that was the straw for Dalton. Dalton was like, this good man, he came to save the people, but and I like his fruit. What was it, the ox fruit, I believe? I got that right? Yeah, the ox fruit. And just transforms into an ox. But he kind of looks cool when he does, and he's like strong or whatnot. And here we go. Just what I was talking about earlier. Another time where somebody should be dead. Where his old members, they shot him up, and then he's like, oh, we know your weakness, the people. And then he's like, oh, you know, he got shot up. And then he falls, and you're like, okay, well, the arrows maybe and even I was like, okay, well, maybe the arrows didn't hit him in any vital locations. But then like later on, they even made it worse, because like them little bunny bear rabbits they made an avalanche, so he got covered in snow, and then they dug him up, and he's like, oh my God, Dalton is frozen. Like, I'm like, oh my God. So not only did he get shot with arrows, but then he got frozen. He's like, his heart isn't even beating. I'm like, oh my God, he's dead. Damn. But then, what happened to doctors? They came, we're gonna help him. Don't worry. And somehow he came back to life. I am so done here. I was like, wow. I mean, I can't take it. I can't take it. Like, he's supposed to be dead. So, like I said, I hope later down the road they don't do that a lot. I think there was even one scene, if I remember correctly, I think after they left Little Garden and they first meet King Waffle on the ocean, and if I remember correctly, I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was King Waffle or one of his minions, but they shot Vivi, and it looked like they shot her in the head. And I'm like, oh shit, she's dead? But no, she gets up. She's like, don't fight back. It's all right, like a drop of, like, I'm like, what happened? She got shot. Like, I don't know, man. Look, it's a little iffy. And I think even I complained about that in my last video, but I don't remember what part, but I feel like somebody got shot, and I'm like, they didn't even, like, there's no bullet hole or nothing. What happened? So I have no idea how bullets work in One Piece. Maybe somebody in the comment section can let me know, but that part right there threw me off. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, so going to Chopper real quick. I do love Chopper. I will say I kind of laughed when when they said what kind of devil fruit he had was the human fruit. Cause I mean, don't get me wrong, on Chopper that's an amazing fruit, especially when he started fighting. I was like, oh shit, Chopper! Like this man was transforming and shit, going ham. Which I like Chopper a lot. Like if I had to rank him right now, he'd probably be like 3 or 4 of my favorite crew member. And he's probably 3 or 4 at the moment, like after that whole fight. But yeah, and I love the fact like he peeps all wrong, like the whole, like his whole body showing, but he's like covered, like he has one eye. I'm like, what kind of peeping are you doing? So that's funny. But yeah, I love the fact that he has the human feel. But I had to laugh because I was like, well, what would have had happened if a human was like searching for a devil fruit and they happened to find this fruit, but they didn't know. They didn't know it was a human fruit, right? And they ate it. Like, what would happen to a human? Like, if I'm going by what Chopper can do, Chopper was like a 3 transform, right? It was like, what was it? Slim boost. I can't even remember. I'm trying to remember the ones without the pill that he took. But regardless, if a human ate the human fruit, what? They can turn skinny, swollen, I don't know, did something else like that? What? Yo, that would be the most trash ass fruit if a human ate that fruit. You could just go to the gym if you want to get swole. Come on, man. Like, that was too funny to me for a second, because I was like really sitting there thinking about that. I'm like, what if a human ate the human fruit? Like, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, so Chopper's whole fight was amazing. I did love it. Luffy, for, like, I'm telling you, like, he jokes around, but then like they make him like have like these serious ass moments where you're like, damn, Luffy's going in, and then he jokes around, but then he goes back to having a serious moment. I'm like, oh god damn, but Luffy, and like it's like a back and forth, man. I don't know, but yeah, Luffy, he did end up beating the shit out of King Waffle. I can't remember his food. I said Waffle. Oh, it is Waffle. Yeah, King Waffle, man. And like I said, his fruit was, I didn't really care about the munch fruit. I mean, it was, I guess in theory it's cool, but man. And I like the fact that Dalton, after they healed Dalton, he was just like, take me to the top. And this is once again another badass Usopp scene where I'm like, damn, you know, Usopp, man, he be coming in clutch. Boy, hop on my back. I'll drag you up. I'll climb you up to the top of the mountain. I'm like, oh, damn, Usopp. But then he has like, well, he doesn't have like, he's like just like barely moving, and then Zoro, he's like, oh my God, all right, here, let me help you. It's like, okay, and shout out Zoro, man. Like, I feel like he, of everybody, well, I don't know if he's the only one that wants to at the moment, but like he seems to be the only one training, at least right now. Like when they left Little Guard, I think he was just like, I have to get stronger. Like he had like the damn weights on his sword and stuff, or I guess he was holding it, I don't know. Which shout out to that, so I forgot to mention, but he's funny too when he wants to be like, when he was just like, oh man, I struck a pose. You should have struck a pose while you had the chance. Like when they were turning to wax, I was like, wow. But yeah, like Zoro, he was training there, and then when they got to like the little snow island, he was over here, like took his shirt off, was like training in the elements and stuff. I'm like, man, he's the only one training right now. But yeah, shout out to him. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, they get to the top, and you know Luffy had beat him by now and everything. I don't know if he's gonna come back at a later date, King Waffle, but Luffy, I would assume Luffy knocked this fool to the stratosphere, because this man stretched his arms so far back. I was like, oh my God, bazooka! I'm like, go! I was like, ooh! So yeah, I don't know if we'll see him again. I assume you know, because if we don't see somebody dead, then they're not dead, you know. But I guess we'll see. Besides that, we do see the little backstory, the little like scene with Ace. Apparently he ain't came to that snow island, and then he was just like, hey, I'm looking for Blackbeard or whatever, and they're like, oh, no, we don't know where they at. They're like, oh, well, has a straw hat guy come here? Oh, well, you tell him I'm gonna be in Alabasta. God damn, I can't remember. Alabascus, I don't want to say it wrong, because that's the next arc, right? But he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there for 10 days, and you tell him that I'm gonna be there for 10 days. That was funny. But they have him shaded out because, you know, we haven't seen Ace yet. But I know who Ace is, you know. I think anybody, even if you haven't watched One Piece, I'm pretty sure, like, you know who Ace is or have seen Ace. So I am really eager, though, to see Ace. And I want to see him in the story for as long as possible. That's all I'll say there. But yeah. So that, and then we see Mr. 2, which he looks ridiculous. A lot of characters in One Piece, man, look ridiculous. It's like a select few, at least right now, that have like a cool design. I don't know, like a lot of these characters look mad ridiculous to me, but I know never to judge a book by its cover, because even like, oh boy, Mr. 3, he looked ridiculous, but I did love the wax fruit. I thought that was a very creative fruit right there. But yeah, hopefully later down the road, and Mr. Zero, Crocodile, he does look cool, so hopefully later down the road, you know, more people, more characters, you know, cool designs and stuff. That's all I want to say. But you know, Chopper at first, he didn't want to go, and then, you know, Luffy kind of convinced him and everything, and then I like the fact that the woman, she was like, you're not gonna go, and then like he left, but she was just trying to like, she was just trying to force him to go, so I guess she wouldn't have like a sad goodbye or whatever, because she was even like crying a little bit when he left. I like that. And then I love the end with the cherry blossom. So they like gave, like, it was basically like they finally gave was it Dr. Hiluk, I'm sorry, but yeah, he finally did his thing with a cherry blossom and shot like some pink stuff in the atmosphere, and when it mixed with the snow, it makes pink snow. So I did like that, man. It was like a call off to him. Chopper crying, even the doctor, she cried a little bit. You know how you don't want to cry a little bit, but yeah, Chopper is now with the group. They toasted it up. They were like, "Shout out Chopper!" So that's where we are now. And they're heading to Alabasta. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Alabascus or whatever. But yeah, that's where we're heading there now. So those were the chapters. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna do the next one, because I don't know how long this next arc is gonna be. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it arc to arc, unless the arcs are short. So I guess I don't know. I guess I gotta see. I guess maybe y'all can let me know how long the next arc is, but don't spoil it. So I guess, because what was that? Because I did the little garden here plus choppers, you know, so that's 2, I guess, arcs, if you want to say. So I don't know. We'll see. But by reading it, I feel like this is much faster. So yeah, here's hoping the next video won't be a year long. But yeah, that's all, guys. Remember, for more Road to One Piece videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the bell to get notified when I drop the videos. Also, share these bad boys, because we on that One Piece journey. It's going to be long, but we going to do it. Hit the bell to get notified when I drop it. Already said that, right? Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both of them in the description box below. If you like the video, guys, like the video, comment, let me know what your favorite part of the episode was. And as always, guys, it's been your boy X, and I'm out. Deuces.